Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 14 of Coffee, Casuals, and Consoles. So today we have a really awesome show planned for you guys, but we also have our newest member. We have two new members to Coffee, Casuals, and Consoles. You guys met Noble Addiction last week, and we have Creating Beyond Limits, who is going to be a permanent member of Coffee, Casuals, and Consoles. So Creating Beyond Limits, would you like to say hi to everybody and let them know a little bit about yourself?
Hey everyone, I just want to say it's really great to be here, part of this awesome community. On my own YouTube channel, I do gameplay videos, reactions, and other things like that. I don't just do gaming, I do other things. And I'm a big fan of this podcast, and I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. We're happy to have you. And you guys want to say good morning to the person that made the show late today, Supersonic Station.
I'm sorry, Stick Figure kicked the shit out of me.
And what were you doing?
Mortal Kombat tournament.
Mortal Kombat tournament.
And
Nice.
Cortana kicked my ass too.
Cortana's a bitch. Awesome. Getting ready to, you're getting everything together. I still feel like it's not fair that you were in your own contest, but that's just my opinion. I'm going to just keep picking on you, but I'm glad you lost. Sorry.
Yoshida can do anything the fuck he wants, okay?
Anything the fuck he wants. Awesome. Well, good morning to you. Noble Addiction. Say good morning to everybody.
Good morning, everybody. Today's been the best day. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys are excited for a wonderful, fantastic, awesome-o show.
Awesome-o.
Awesome-o. I like that.
Yeah.
Xbot. Say good morning to everybody.
What's going on, people? I was trying to think about, should I do good morning like that? Like, good morning, everybody. But it just doesn't sound right. So what's going on, everybody in the chat? A big shout out to everybody who checks the show out, even like after we're live and on iTunes. What's going on?
Speaking of iTunes, first off, let me say good morning. I don't know if I've had too much coffee or not enough coffee, so I'm really not sure how I feel yet. I'm excited to be here. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Thanks for joining us. And speaking of iTunes, guys, we've had over 100 downloads for Coffee, Casuals, and Consoles on iTunes. Every episode is there, and I'm really excited about that. So that was really exciting for me to see, and I'm like, yay! That's super, guys.
That is freaking amazing.
Fucking super. Yeah. So that made me really happy this week. And that being said,
job. I was going to say, good job for everybody downloading. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's really exciting seeing the show grow. And I've noticed that there's been less watch and views rather on YouTube, but I'm really excited to see people are benefiting from it being on iTunes. So that is really amazing. And thank you, everybody who does download the show.
I download the show weekly because I want to hear my sexy voice as well as all the others.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad you download it. I don't download it because I'm like, well, I already know what I sound like. And I usually watch it over on YouTube at least once, kind of see how awesome the show was. Good morning, Sobski. Good morning, Stick Figure. Good morning, Jade. Good morning, Alan. Everybody's in the chat. We got Sinister. Hi, good morning. What's up? Who's next? That's my homie.
Don't say hi to Stick Figure. He just kicked the shit out of me.
I already did, though. Sorry, Stick. I retract that. Hello, good morning. Good job, though. Rob Dark, good morning. Let's see who else is in the chat. Awesome people. Thank you, guys, for coming out this morning. I know it's early, and we are in the works of possibly moving the show to a little bit of a later time, maybe 10. I'm still waiting on the crew to figure it out. But, yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat?
Oh, definitely in the chat. Yo, can I just shout out Daz real quick? UK Dazarus.
Of course you can.
Because UK Dazarus, for people who don't know, he has his own YouTube channel. You definitely should go check it out. It's a bunch of gameplay, stuff like that. Me and him got into Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 yesterday. And he keeps telling me in the DM on Twitter that, you know, YouTube won't download the entire show, or, you know, the entire time we were playing and stuff. I want to call shenanigans on that, and I think he just pulled all of his victories and put them in a row. So I am calling out Daz right now, and I'm saying, dude, you know, like it was almost even yesterday, but no, we had a blast. Unfortunately, Sobski and Eski Boy couldn't make it at that point in time. But I'm looking forward to playing that game with the community.
Nice. What game was that? I was listening, but I wasn't processing.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's kind of like it's
I'm gonna play that.
It's a game from the 360 era. They remastered it, put it on the Xbox One. Basically an up-res, but it's meant to look like a comic book, like a living comic book. And with that being said, the graphics look good. And then I'm like a huge like Marvel geek. Like I grew up on Spider-Man and all that stuff. So I love games where they have the Marvel characters, all the different costumes, and I have a lot of fun playing that game. So
awesome.
And it's on sale.
It is how much?
For like $12 or something. It's like
$15.
15 bones.
And so, who won between you and Daz yesterday?
Daz kicked his ass.
Okay, because I saw the video going up, but I didn't know who was who.
All right, we had 14 matches okay, and he had 2 matches higher than me, so he had 8 victories. I had 6. That's how it went. But for some reason or another, in his video, I don't see any of my 6 victories. Man. I don't know what's going on
your
there.
Ass, Xbot. Guys, Xbot sucks at fighting games. He's gonna lose the Mortal Kombat X tournament.
No, I can't do that. I've been talking so much shit to K Mega.
You better not lose.
Oh my goodness.
You better do.
K Mega's pretty good at the Mortal Kombat.
Oh, he's really good.
K Mega's all about fighters. He's thinking about getting the $200 Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite bundle when it comes out. So like he is a hardcore fighter. So like I have to train is what I got to do.
You better hurry up.
Wax on, wax off.
And well, one of the things I'm training on is learning like just muscle memory fatalities for my characters. So this way I don't have to pause it. I don't know if
you pause it with Mel yesterday or the other day.
Oh my God, I was getting so annoyed. I was like, you can't pause.
I was like, hold on, I got to kill you for real. Like we
got Don in the house. Sorry for cutting you guys off. What's up, Don? Good morning. Well, speaking of all these really awesome games and getting your asses kicked, let's start off what we've been playing this week. Since Xbot decided to kind of jump in on what he's been playing this week, we're gonna start with you, Xbot. Go.
Okay.
What have you been playing? Hurry up.
Wow.
Tell
of course,
everybody.
Rock Band every Sunday, and we completely expanded the library for this past Sunday. Guys, unfortunately, when it comes to that, YouTube and copyrights don't really like me. So when I do the live stream for the community rock out on Sundays, it is a live thing and a live thing only. So if you guys ever want to check it out, you're actually going to have to go in and hang out with us live. But,
yeah, set a reminder for it.
Yeah,
it's really
definitely.
Awesome.
I got to put it out on Twitter and stuff like that. There's a bunch of people, we got Xbox Pope, we got Daz, Sobsky. There's so many cool people in the chat. Of course, Frodo. Can't forget Frodo. Frodo has been supporting that thing from the beginning as well. But had a lot of fun playing Rock Band. I got a couple new songs for this coming Sunday as well. So
yeah, and people in the community have been donating, so it's really amazing to kind of see it grow, and people have been kind of helping your show grow too. It's definitely taking off, and it's really nice. But you guys got to catch it live.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we had Sonic.
White Zombie.
Yeah,
yes,
I was Sonic did White Zombie, and it was funny because I don't listen to too many White Zombie songs or whatever, but that's one I know. That's one that's been in. I think it was a past Guitar Hero or something like that. So as soon as like the engine started revving and stuff, I was like, man, I know this song. So that was freaking awesome. One of the harder songs that's coming this Sunday is Avenged Sevenfold, a song called Afterlife. If you don't know what it is, definitely check it out after this show. You know what I'm saying? But that Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I wanted to get into Gianna Sisters' Twisted Dreams, but I didn't get a chance to jump into that yet.
You had all the time in the world. I don't want to hear it.
Well, yeah, I got stuff to do. Stuff and things.
Anything else you've been playing this week?
I'm trying to think. I think I jumped into Forza Horizon 3 a little bit, just jumping off sand dunes. That's one of the best things about like an open world racer. You could just jump in there and just mess around for a while and be happy, and then kind of like move on. I think there was a little bit of Halo. I definitely got to get some type of Halo in on a weekly basis. But yeah, it's I think that's pretty much it. I'll probably wait till halfway through the show and then start going off on more games though.
Very nice. Very nice. Supersonic, what have you been playing this week? I know you've been playing a lot.
Oh, okay. It's called Leisure Suit Larry, and you have to find dildos in this game. It's like Where's Waldo, but it's called Where's Dildos. There's dildos hiding around. I'm not making this up. There's dildos hiding around everywhere, and then when you find them, they pop out and start dancing and stuff. And the objective of the game is to score with chicks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't the objective is to get Leisure Suit Larry laid, basically, right?
Yes, it's so fun. And what else have I been playing?
I wanted to play that game when I was younger. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I wanted to play that game when I was younger because that came out years ago, right?
Yeah, it's
it was just I never had the opportunity to play it, but at the same time, I was like, I don't know if I really want to play that, But it's a lot of it has to do with the fact that I have kids too, so I don't want them to accidentally. Oh, what's this game? And then boop, dildo. No, not for my kids.
It's hilarious. I'll send it to you guys if you want me to. It's pretty damn funny.
Okay, what else have you been playing? Sorry to cut you off.
A lot of Project Spark, and by the way, we are doing the contest to win a free $60 Xbox points for the best cinematic game. It's due by June 1st. Also, I've been playing Mortal Kombat and Halo, and but then I played at least 80 old Sega Master System games. That's about it.
Awesome. How about Zelda Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, I'm playing Zelda Breath of the Wild, but I'm not buying a damn Switch to play it.
Well, you don't need a Switch. It's on Wii U also.
I'm not buying one of those either.
Oh, well, what are you playing
He's been
on?
doing some amazing stuff that I saw him post about.
I'm just using. I bought the physical copy of the game, so I'm playing it on Cemu, on my PC, then streaming it to Xbox, and it's way better than the original Zelda game. You can put it in 4K and stuff.
Yeah, as I say, weren't you playing in 4K?
Yes, it's pretty awesome.
Cool.
So fuck the Switch and fuck.
Hey, I like my Switch.
You. Don't get brainwashed by Nintendo. Oh, snap.
Sonic, not for anything, but if it wasn't for people who actually buy the Switch and buy the games, eventually there would be no games for the emulators and stuff like that, and you wouldn't have anything new to play. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that are buying the games and stuff, they're giving the money back to the developers and having the developers develop more games. If that stops, then there's no more games to emulate.
That's why I said I bought the physical copy of the game. So
my bad, dude.
They got my money. Yeah, if you didn't do that, it would be stealing. But if you own the game, then I don't see a problem with it.
Well, I'm glad you at least purchased the game. And I'm glad you're enjoying it because it's a really amazing game.
I can't do the applause anymore.
I don't want to go to Nintendo jail.
You're heading there. Anything else you've been playing?
Nope, that's about it.
Sweet. We're going to move on to creating Beyond Limits. What have you been playing this week? Can I just call you Dean?
Yeah.
Okay.
RTB, whatever works.
That works. It's easier.
The single player game that I've been playing through is Ukulele. I always pronounce that wrong. It's like Banjo-Kazooie, if you've ever played Banjo-Kazooie. It's just slightly worse than Banjo-Kazooie because it's basically the same game, but not as good. So yeah, I'm trying to get through Mass Effect Andromeda, but I'm finding it really hard to play that game. It's just because I love the original trilogy so much, and it's just such a letdown. So I'm waiting for it to get patches. And so I ran into lots of glitches and bugs that made me have to reload the game. So it's just my experience that's probably worse than others. Because some people don't get glitches or bugs as often, but I've had to reload the game a lot. So that was annoying. Gears of War got a new update yesterday. Brought back security from Gears of War 2. So I was playing that yesterday, checking out the map. It's pretty good. And Killer Instinct got a new ultimate pack, giving some of the fighters new ultimates. And I'm just checking that out now at the moment. I only seen one of them, and so yeah, those are the games I've been playing.
I have to check out this new Gears map. I haven't played Gears in a while.
One of the maps is new, and the security map is from Gears of War 2. It's like a classic map. Like I've been waiting for them to bring that back. I was hoping even when Gears of War 3 was out that they brought security to that game, but they finally brought it back for Gears 4. So I'm really happy with that.
Awesome. Sounds like you've been busy. Noble Addiction.
Oh, good morning.
What have you been playing? Good morning. Have some more coffee. You don't drink coffee.
No, I've got my caffeine here though. I've been playing all of the games, guys. Like
All the
everyone that's
games.
come out, all of them.
Every single game.
I've been dying constantly on our live stream, which is going to be going up after this stream as well. If you guys want to go and join me, we are playing Little Nightmares, which is a dark, morbid looking
That game is so cool.
It is so awesome. Like the art style of it is the reason that I've been excited for it for like the past 2 years. It finally came out this past week, so we're doing live streams on that. I should be able to finish it today. And then I went ahead and checked out the majority of the free games for this month over on Xbox and PlayStation. I did not play Tales of the Borderlands because that is not my sort of game. And then there's also and I kind of want to say this. I think
I have to cut you off. You said you played everything, though.
Well, okay. But here's where I'm afraid to admit something. And I talked to Xbot about this. Is it bad that I have no interest and don't know a whole lot about Star Wars? Because there's Star Wars for free on Xbox, but I've never been a fan of the series, and I don't know anything about it.
Same.
I know there's a green frog, and I know.
That's not a frog. That's not.
I'm pretty sure there's a frog.
No, it's not a frog.
Frog is or something like that. But right,
a frog in Star Wars? What the fuck?
Yeah, so there's like this little dude that's like, "Yo, bro, check it out. I got a sword." And
Yoda.
Yeah, that guy. Right. So, so like I don't know a whole bunch about that, so I didn't download that one, and I'm not playing Tales of the Borderlands just because it's not. But basically, I checked out all the indie games this week. So that's what I've been playing. I've been playing a whole bunch of indies, and I just got a code for another one that I'm really excited to show you guys next week. Come by my channel if you guys have a chance. Come on over and say hello to your good neighborhood friend Noble.
Come on over, baby. No,
please don't sing ever again. So, Supersonic, I think we're gonna have to get Xbot into some karaoke.
Yes, definitely. That's pretty.
Only Weird Al. That's
make
it.
Sure we mute him.
I love Weird Al.
Just Weird Al. All
Weird
right?
Al.
After we saw him in concert, that's all I really want to say.
You saw Weird Al in concert?
Oh yeah, it was like what? It was like last year, right?
Oh my god, it was amazing. It was September.
Oh
this
my
past
god.
year. Oh.
Was it? Did he dress up in funny costumes?
He dressed up in every costume. It was so cool. I actually had a video on my old YouTube channel. I think it was on that one. I don't think it's on the new one. But I have all the videos on my computer too. I was like, this is amazing.
I love Weird Al. He's so freaking awesome.
It was funny when I posted some of the like cell phone videos on Twitter. People heard me in the background and they're like, "Hey, you're not that bad." I was like, "Really? You're not listening hard enough then."
Xbox was the most entertaining person in the whole like venue. Everybody was just like so chill and relaxed. It's a concert. Have fun, people. Him and the guy next to him, they were having like a blast. But
did
anyway,
he say Amish Paradise?
Yes,
they did that and dressed up in everything, and it's amazing because he's been around for so long. I think his first album dropped in like '79. And he's been around for so long, and you would figure like he would lose a step, due to age and stuff. This dude, I don't know if he takes speed before he gets on concert, like or 24 pack of Monster or something like that. But he is gone. Like he takes off as soon as he hits the stage. Yo, it's crazy.
Xbox, I just want to let you know that Daz said no singing because you suck. That's exactly
Listen, Dad,
what he said.
At least I do unedited videos of my friends' gameplay when I'm going against them in fighting games. That's all I gotta say, Daz.
Damn.
Wow, shots fired, Daz. Wow. All right. So let's instead of talking about what the fuck is his name?
Weird Al.
We're just talking, Weird Al. Like I'm losing my train of thought severely because we could talk about him all day. I'm gonna tell you guys what I've been playing this week. 1, I forgot.
I love that game. The
Is it
digital
good?
remastered edition pre-order for Gordo.
The
Collector's
best game
edition.
ever. I played Mortal Kombat X.
Are you training?
I was training. I'm gonna do some more today. I'm not great, but I'm not horrible.
What? She is nasty with Jason. Who do you have first round?
El Boogie.
Oh my goodness, I feel
I was
bad.
creeping on her, see what she was doing on Beam the other day. I was like, "What you up to?" Stalking here. Yeah, because I've never actually followed her on social media, so I was like, you know what? Let me start following, stalking, and getting ready. She's pretty cool though. So I'm going to be going up against her this Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's our Mortal Kombat. She's probably going to whoop my ass. I'm really excited, but yeah, I'm playing with Jason X because, you know, we have Friday the 13th coming out May 26th. I'm fucking stoked about it. I've been stuck and poked about this for like, I don't know how many months now. So I'm like, I cannot wait. I'm taking the day off of work for this. I said this last week. I'm telling you guys, I don't care what happens that Friday. Like, I love my store, but it could blow up. And I'm just like, you know what? Nope, leave me alone. So I'm going to have to meet the phone that day, but I'm looking forward to that. But anyways, back to what I've been playing this week. It was that, Mortal Kombat X, and what else did I play? Because there's only other one game because I've been so busy and I've been watching everybody else's gameplay and checking out their live streams and stuff. So it's hard for me to balance gaming and watching and everything like that and work and life and stuff. But what the frick was it that we played? I don't remember.
While you think about that, I just want to say thank you guys for dropping by my stream, because before you guys showed up, there wasn't that many people there. And then after you guys showed up, more people came in, and I really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, that was a cool stream.
What about Ark?
Oh, God, that's what we played.
I think you guys playing that.
That's how
too.
memorable that
fun.
was.
Oh my God, it was so bad. I wanted to see what the update was about. And I left that stream on Twitch. I didn't even upload it to YouTube. But it was just like disturbing how it went from such a decent game like just downhill when they just updated it. I don't have the Scorch DLC, whatever it is, but that game, like if you guys stop by my stream, Xbot was fucking invisible for like 90% of his body when we first started, and it was so bad. Xbot, can you do me a favor and please shut the door because I have an echo. And I know
What did they do to make the game worse?
I already shut the door though.
You know what?
That's weird.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Dean. What?
I just said, what did they do to make the game worse? Is it just filled with more glitches, or did they actually make a big change in the
really
record?
glitchy, but I don't know how many changes. All I know is I killed Xbot a couple times, used all his body for meat, cooked it. But like the dinosaurs, you know how like I don't know how much of this game you play, but a lot of the
I
dinosaurs.
played it for like an hour, two,
Yeah.
roughly.
It's like rocks spawned where like I last left off with my little world, right? We had rocks that had spawned through my buildings. What else? He was invisible, and it's just like they changed some of the
Frame rates. The frame rates were
it kept
horrible.
chopping so bad.
I thought, have they gotten worse? I thought they were meant to get better with like each update. No.
That's the point, correct? But,
Yeah.
It's supposed to happen, but sometimes it doesn't.
I guess those patch notes I do be reading is a lie.
yeah, it was really bad. Like I was so annoyed with it that I was just like, I'm done with the stream. Because it was just really glitchy, and like after like maybe 5 minutes of playing, like it would have a pause and then go back, like continue where you left off. It was just really.
Did you
really
do the
bad.
human centipede in that game?
Nah, we didn't.
That's the best.
And then like, all right, my animals that were dead a long time ago, apparently like the ghost of them came back.
But you still had the tombstone there for the like.
Yeah, I did. Which that was kind of cool, I guess, in a sense. But I was really like,
it would have been cool if it was like a zombie skin for the dinosaur. Like if they come back like that, they get a zombie skin for it.
That'll be on the next update. Well, they're patch notes anyway.
Justin said in the chat, Scorched Earth is awesome. Scorched Earth, thank you for fixing that for me because I couldn't remember what the hell it was called. I don't have the Scorched Earth, Okay, but I'm not going to put
That's
money into
expensive.
that.
Scorchard. Like I remember seeing the price on that. It was pretty expensive
I think
for
it
like
was
a
like
DLC.
$20 or something. But
It
I'm not.
was, I think it was like $20-$30. But when it comes to Justin, he has no problem throwing down. Like he spent like $40 on loot boxes at some point for Overwatch. So
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well, if the
like,
DLC is
like
big
3
and worth it, I guess. Well, it came out when it was still in preview, which I thought was a bit weird when the expansion first came out.
That is actually a good point out right there. Yeah, it came. The DLC came out while the game was in preview. You would figure, it wouldn't be like that. Like if the game's in preview, you're testing everything out, making sure everything runs smooth. Why are they selling DLC?
Yeah.
Especially like when it did release originally, you think it would have been a bit cheaper when it was still in preview, like people getting a discount or buying it in preview.
Yeah, I'm disappointed with that game. That's all I have to say about it. So I'm very mad that I wasted time to play that when I could have been playing something else. And then I was going to go play something else. But then I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I worked too hard for
That
this.
game can be pretty damn funny though at times.
The only dinosaur
Yeah, it
game we
is.
all hate is Dino Crisis.
I mean, I think it would be a great game. Like, okay, one of the kids, Justin here, he does amazing things in this game, right? All right, so we have our twins, right? They don't play this, but the 13-year-old plays it, and he has like flying dinosaur things and stuff, and it's really cool. He loves the game. He hasn't played in a while because he's been obsessed with Overwatch, but he did really great things in this game. Me, I don't have the patience for it, especially with the glitch, but he used like little codes and stuff like that. He got really into it. So it was cool because he was excited for it, but me, I'm just hating on it. I was really mad because I really wanted to love this game and I liked it. And there's some stuff that looks really beautiful in it. But at the same time, there's stuff that doesn't. Oh, Joseph Stalin is here. We're gonna just put him block. I don't like him. Just saying.
Hello.
He's
Block.
a troll.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have a chance.
But out of the games that are in game preview right now, you know what game I think is actually going to work out really well by the time it officially releases?
What's that?
We Happy Few. I have a feeling that with
have you guys played that game yet?
The drugs and the distortion. And
we played it when it first came in preview.
Yeah, we got to go back. We got to go back and check that out again because I have a feeling like that is going to be a gem of a game.
Have any of you played Rivals?
What's that?
Rivals of Ether in game preview?
No, I have not checked that out. What's it about?
It's a fighting game. It's like Smash Bros. Like it's like Xbox's version of Super Smash Bros.
What?
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome game. I have some gameplay. I don't know. It's releasing, I'm pretty sure, next month or something. Or it released fully on PC on Steam last month, and then the Xbox release when it comes out of game preview is like meant to be 2 months after the PC release. So it should be officially out soon.
That sounds crazy. Does it have like Xbox exclusive characters? You know, like how Smash Brothers, it's all centered around Nintendo. Is this game like centered around Xbox or no?
No, it's not centered. There's meant to be a guest character getting announced for soon, but I'm not sure if the game's coming out for the PlayStation or not when it releases. It's just an indie game that is in the preview on the Xbox. I don't think they have any sort of deal with Microsoft at the moment anyway.
Well, I got you. Well, the deal is like Microsoft is the only platform that has like that game preview, so that is cool right there. You know,
which game?
The game preview program.
Just
Rivals
in general.
Should look it up whenever you get a chance. It's a pretty good fighting game. If you ever played Smash Bros, it's basically the same type of style of gameplay where you try to hit each other out of the ring, like, and you build up damage points, and the more it builds up, the further you go out of the ring. I think the game has like 8 fighters in it at the moment, but they said they're planning on adding more characters to the game when it releases.
Oh, cool. Do you mind just like sending me that on Twitter so I don't forget? Because I will forget because I have a terrible memory. That would be super of you.
Yeah.
All right. Tomorrow, like you're doing something that might actually help with memory loss as well, right? So.
Oh yeah, we'll find out.
In the chat, they want to know what it is called again. Every time he says it, they keep getting cut off.
Rivals of Ether. I can drop a link in the chat or I'll send it to you on Twitter or whatever you want.
Yeah. I think you should do that, and then you should put it into the chat because people are fighting for it right now.
Oh man.
Fight everyone.
Game, does it exist? Yeah, just trying to find the.
Your mic is breaking up a little. Oh, you're using the phone though, right?
Yeah, I'm using my phone. I have a headset connected to it though. I guess
all
that's
good.
not really helping.
It's okay. We're working through it. Yeah. So if you could let everybody know what that is and put it in the chat when you have a chance, or even later on Twitter.
I just had to open up. I'll put the trailer for the game in the
That'd be
chat.
super. I don't know if you can. Let me make you a mod if it's a link. Hold on, guys. I gotta find him. Now you may add the link.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Perfect timing.
Awesome. All right, so guys, let's move on to the
There's
main.
a lady that's interested.
All right, thank you. Watch it after the show, guys. Click it, save it, come back here. All right. The May games with golds. Let's talk about it. We have Gianna Sisters, Twisted Dreams, and the Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. So who has picked up both of these games or has played them both?
Well, I downloaded Gianna Sisters because I am actually hyped for that. I love platformers like Rayman and stuff like that, and the whole premise of Gianna Sisters having both sisters kind of like in the night, like in their own nightmare world. Like from what I've seen, the goth sister, her world is like all bright and flowery and stuff like that, while like the blonde-headed kind of like do good sister, the prissy one is in like the dark one with bones and like dark red sky and stuff like that. It just looks like a really cool platformer. I was hoping to get a chance to play it before the show today, but unfortunately I failed everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel. I failed all you guys on the panel. I didn't get a chance to play it, but I am looking forward to this and I am so glad that it's free.
Awesome. So who has played it?
Me and Jade have played it, and it's actually pretty cool. It's basically a gem collection game. It is a platformer. They do have puzzles where you have to switch in between each one of the sisters, and each one of the sisters has a different power-up. I think the red sister, whatever her name is, I think it's G, and the other one's Anna. Nailed it. No. The red sister has like this power that will actually break down blocks and take out enemies a lot quicker, while the prissy one, the blonde one, she can do a hair whip, like she whips her hair back and forth and flies and crap. And so that's used to try to get farther or higher on the platforms. And it's basically a pretty chill game. Actually, the soundtrack is pretty good. And whenever you're the prissy one, the blonde one, the one that looks all cute and stuff, the music turns into like heavy metal. And whenever you're like the darker one, it turns into like this bubblegum pop type thing.
That's interesting.
And the first level was so simple. I'm like, this is going to be way too easy. I collected all the gems, no problem. After the second level, though, there must be places that I'm missing or something, but it becomes a lot harder to find every single gem. And that's basically the main crux of the game. But it's actually really good. And if you guys haven't picked it up yet, you should definitely pick it up. Available right now on Xbox One for free if you got
for
games
free. Get it now.
That's my favorite price. And by the way, the graphics, because I watched gameplay on YouTube, and I call it the YouTube fog. But even through the YouTube fog, the graphics actually look really good, like really crisp, and I like the art style.
Yeah,
nice
for sure.
Supersonic, you're really quiet today.
Sorry. They're all decent games. That's about all I have to say.
Have you played?
I don't know. They're all just okay games. I've already had like all 4 games on Games with Gold, so it's like not super exciting for me, but like they're all decent games. So I'm happy for the new people that are getting it.
Have you played them?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts?
They're okay.
They're okay.
I don't know. They're nothing.
A round of applause.
They're nothing special, but I mean they're fun. I think Gianna Sisters is definitely the best one out of all of them.
That's cool.
So, yeah, it is a pretty solid platformer.
Awesome. I'm sorry, Dean. What?
I just said, what about Lego Star Wars? That game's amazing.
I like Lego anything.
I played the crap out of that. Yeah, that's probably my favorite Lego game. Actually, I really like the Lego games, and
I
you
say
get a
I-
lot with that. You get a lot of bang for your buck with that Lego, especially since it's free.
I think that's
What
for free.
happened?
I just said I think that's the dearest game. Like that's if you were to buy them, I think that one's the most expensive.
Nice. Well, it's good. It's free right now.
And you get
Yeah.
all 6 episodes, so there's a lot to that.
That's good. Awesome.
Am I the only one? And I'm waiting for the chat to like light up the torches and grab their pitchforks here. Am I the only one that is tired of Lego games?
I love Lego games.
Oh
I
my
like-
goodness!
I like them. I suck at them though. Okay, but I always end up breaking my little person into a million pieces. But it's still fun.
That's
You
like the
know?
best part of it. But no, well, I guess the thing is when Lego Indiana Jones came out, me and the oldest, we went into that game and we like 99%ed it.
For the record, Topsky said, "Screw you, Xbot."
See, I knew it. He's the first one to grab the pitchfork. But like he had me playing the Lego Indiana Jones one so much that like I don't know. When it comes to Lego, you got Indiana Jones, you got Marvel, you got not only Marvel, but they did an Avengers one as well. Then they have their own with Lego Movie, Lego City or something like that. Then you got the Star Wars. Like it's just like you could slap Lego on anything. They're gonna have Lego Plumbers Crack at some point in time, and you're gonna have to go and play that game. I don't know. It just seems like
They're kind of like Telltale games, like they make stories out of a bunch of different things. But
it's kind of like turkey and cold cuts, man.
And there's more than one every year.
I like them. I just don't like when that one that they did where you had to go out and buy fucking physical amiibo toy shit. I hated when people did
Dimensions.
that. Yeah, I thought that was so stupid.
But
I
you can
actually
build
want
your
that
own
game.
stuff on that, man.
Stick says Lego porn.
That's the
Nice.
next one, by the way.
Yeah,
It's
it might get announced at E3.
That's the future of Lego games.
And
But
it's
it's
going to be a VR exclusive.
It just
Oh,
seems like
snap.
you could slap Lego on anything, kind of like I said, turkey and cold cuts. There's turkey salami, turkey bologna, just turkey everything. Like there's a Lego,
Turkey bacon.
yeah, there's a Lego everything almost. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's what makes them fun, though. They come out with a cool movie, then they make a Lego game out of it. And they're funny. They're cute. They're funny. And they're fun.
The last Lego game I played was the Lego Hobbit. That was years ago.
Oh, I love the Harry Potter Legos. Those are cool.
See, you guys are proving my point right now. Like,
Well, I'm pretty sure I got that for free, so I never bought a Lego game, I don't think. So I'll play it, but I won't buy one, especially not at full price.
Sabsky says he wants a Lego Mass Effect. Now that might actually be interesting.
Ooh, yeah.
I want
need
to
to make
play
a
Star
Lego
Wars.
Lego
yeah.
Halo.
Halo got like the leak thing gameplay that came out a while ago. Do you remember that?
Oh, the Mega Blocks.
Yeah,
Halo,
yeah, it wasn't Lego Mega Blocks, but it's similar. Yeah, that'd be interesting too.
I'm a huge Halo fan, but
That
I'm
would
not,
you
I'm
would
not-
play it.
Probably.
Daz says leg of porn starring Minecraft producers.
Yes.
Wow.
And go on my
says,
Lego.
Justin says I want Lego Overwatch. Stickfigure says Lego World War II.
Hashtag Lego blank.
I was just gonna say we should probably start a
What was-
hashtag for Lego.
Yeah, what would you like to Lego?
Lego my ego.
Lego Sean Murray.
Everything.
Here we
Everything
go.
goes back to Sean Murray.
You can regenerate and build planets over and over again with no animals.
Lego planets. I want to play Star Wars. I'm gonna
Yes.
do it.
Do it.
And
I
I'm
just,
not.
hey,
Gonna,
I just won a free year of EA access on MNC mornings.
yes, you did.
Now I can get-
Congratulations. We're all jealous.
Yes. Now I can get it for cheap and play
I
it
stopped
early.
paying $5 a month because I'm cheap.
Well, there's so many different subscriptions. That's why I canceled a lot of them. I'm like, fuck, I got a
There really
subscription
is.
for Netflix, Hulu, the whatever that is, that game thing where there's 100 games. Then I had one for EA access. I'm like, I'm cutting down on these subscriptions.
Well, remember what, like, I know me and Crap Gamer have said this for a while now, that these companies, when it comes to Microsoft with Xbox, Sony with PlayStation. Eventually, they want these brands to be streaming services, and they are slowly getting you guys to kind of like getting everybody to kind of accept these streaming services and stuff, and paying subscriptions, because that's where they want to go in the future. Like I'm not saying like tomorrow, but years down the line, eventually that's where they want to go.
I could see that.
Yeah. So Creating Beyond Limits said in the chat, Lego Dragon Ball Z, and Shansu says Lego Skyrim. That would be cool.
Lego Skyrim, hell yeah.
That would be really cool.
Lego home alarm system.
For real. Those things are like torture. I just smacked my mic off my face.
Lego console wars. Where they all get to fight. Fight to the death.
Somebody
build
make
your
it
fortress.
You get
tear it down.
happen.
You get to build pixels for native resolution.
Actually, sorry, Sony said crossplay isn't allowed.
Oh,
I'm
no.
surprised you don't have Legos in VR where you just build shit.
Now, how about, the May 16th game, Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris?
That's good.
Yeah, that's a good game.
That's a good game.
I,
Yeah.
I think so.
I played it a little bit. I like the other one that came out on the 360 also.
We're getting like 2 Star
That
Wars
shit is
games.
trash.
Is that
Trash.
because May the 4th be with you? All that good stuff.
No,
Star
see,
Wars time.
I heard Goofy.
Oh man.
That Lara Croft game is kind of like it's set up like a dungeon crawler or whatnot, and I'm not big into dungeon crawlers, man. I tried like 360, I tried Torchlight, I tried to get into all those, and I just can't, man. I don't know what it is, but like I'm not excited for that. But like Sonic said before, like I'm excited for people who are hyped for stuff like that, though.
That's true. That's true. I know that I like all free games, guys. Free games are where it's at. Speaking of the May games with gold, Noble Addiction.
Yes.
Yes. What do we got for PlayStation that's free this month?
Okay, guys, let's talk about PlayStation real quick. First of all,
Excitement.
we've got Tales from the Borderlands, a Telltale game series, which I'm fucking tired of Telltale. But I do like Borderlands, so I might check this out. It's just not my kind of game. What I'm really excited for is Abzu, which is a game that I wanted to pick up whenever it originally came out. It's supposed to be a Journey-esque type game. If you guys have never played Journey on PlayStation, it's a really pretty, people might call it a walk simulator and stuff like that. This is like a scuba simulator. But I've actually played the game already. Looks really good.
I thought you said a walk simulator, like frying food type of walk. I'm like, we need a walk.
Is that the game with that stupid dog?
What?
No,
What's
it's a
Scuba Dog?
stupid game, man.
You know what I'm talking about? That Sony
Scuba.
game where you play a stupid dog and it's all weird art
A
style.
dog in a scuba.
No,
Are you
I
talking
have
like
no idea.
Parappa the Rapper?
Oh, yeah, Parappa. Is that what
Oh
it's
my
called?
gosh, he's so cute. How is he stupid? Ugh.
No, I love dogs. All dogs are cool except that dog on that damn game. I tried
Kick.
I tried to play a Sony game and I was playing a dog, and it was like one of the games IGN and GameSpot gave like a perfect score for, and I played it and it was stupid as hell.
I have no idea what game you're talking about right now. No, this is a beautiful walking simulator, not a scuba simulator.
I like walking simulators.
Right. So, I mean, they're pretty cool. But, guys, also, I did want to mention this because apparently Mel didn't know, and there's a lot of people that don't know this about PlayStation. Every month, you essentially get 6 games for free if you have a PS3, PS4, and a Vita. I used to have a Vita, so I would always get my games. But even if you don't have a Vita, the Vita games are cross-play with your PS4. So you do have to search for them on the PlayStation Store, on your PS4. They don't want to put it on the main screen because PlayStation's kind of a dick like that, and they don't want to allow you to have every free game. But every PS Vita game is also available. So for this month, they've got Laser Disco Defenders, which is a really weird twin stick shooter, and then they have this other game called Typewriter, not typewriter like a keyboard, but type and then writer, and it's a weird. I don't even know. It's an indie game. I have no idea what else to call it besides that, but I have checked it out, and they are pretty cool. So don't forget to pick up your Vita games on your PS4 because they're still playable.
Awesome. I'm really excited about that because I literally, like, every time I was on the PlayStation Store, and I usually go on either my computer or the app, or obviously the PlayStation, but I would be on like the computer and I'm like, oh, that's for PS Vita. I guess I can't get that. Like, I literally did not know this, guys.
You've missed out on months and months.
I
and
know.
months
I'm
of free
so
games.
disgusted now. Like, I had no idea all this time. So that's really great news for me. Obviously, that means more free games for me. So I thought that was super cool. That was like the best news ever today.
Well, the two PS4 games, you got the Telltale games, Tales from the Borderlands. A lot of people say that's like one of the best Telltale games out there, which is really interesting. And then that Abzul, I want to play that so bad, just because I grew up wanting to be a marine biologist. So when I first saw that game, it's just I am a very cheap mofo. You know what I'm saying? And like I wouldn't even like think about picking up like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for $25. I waited until there was a sale and they took like $10 off before I even said anything. So like those two games are actually really good on the PlayStation side as well.
Well, just a heads up, this game will not make you a marine biologist.
No? Damn it.
No. But you can come close.
I was hoping to get into training, man. I want to get eaten by a shark.
You want to?
In the game, not in real life.
I mean, we can make it happen. Make my day, Xbot.
Wow, really? Really?
I'm a little.
That's okay. I'm still going with you tomorrow. Support
Lego Titanfall, says Alan.
Yo, we got to make this a thing.
You guys, are you hashtagging this? Come on, get with the program.
We got to give them a hashtag. What
hashtag?
What would you Lego?
Lego my ego. No. I don't know. Guys, come up with something awesome to hashtag. Do the work for me. Supersonic says Lego Sony Land. Oh my gosh. You know what? You need a Lego Project Spark. That'll make you happy.
I would, but Phil Spencer won't support it.
But he will tell you congratulations.
He will for a while and then he'll cancel.
Oh, look, True Gamer. That's awesome. Hashtag make Lego great again. That is fucking
I like
perfect. Yay.
Nice. If you can, pictures or GIFs with the hashtag and what you guys decide are always appreciated.
Hashtag make Lego great again, guys. Go on Twitter and hashtag it and come up with a Lego picture or a GIF or a name, just something awesome that would be cool in Lego. All right, go do that now.
I'm gonna type something in here. Go ahead, guys. I gotta do a little something here.
We're going.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just saying there, on the Xbox Word, it was put up saying the Division will be free to play from the 4th to the 7th on the Xbox.
Division?
For anyone the Division. Remember?
Okay, nice.
I don't personally like the game, but just in case anyone's interested, you can play for free.
A lot of people don't like the game anymore. I still think it's a decent game. I think it sucks all the grinding you have to do, but I mean, there's ups and downs. I just like going into the dark zone.
Dark zone's awesome.
Yeah,
that's about it.
8 minutes though.
Yeah, I mean, when I do play, I go in there and I play for a little bit. It's great if you have a decent group of friends you're going in. If you're going in alone, it's really not that fun.
I've only ever went in alone.
Oh, see, that's the problem. Well, you know what we're gonna have to do? We'll all have to group up and go in.
When it comes to the Division, I think the thing that I love every time I put that game on, I love the atmosphere of the city, whether it's the dark zone or whether it is like out in kind of like the story experience or whatever. Just what they did in recreating New York City with that whole virus thing and shutting it down and stuff. Like I find myself just wandering like street to street and looking at everything, and it's just crazy.
I still think it's cool. And I mean, there's still stuff to do, like side missions. I haven't really touched much of that game. I did enjoy it, though. So I wish I had played it more, but I have limited time. But it's a cool game. Lego The Division. Hashtag make Lego great again.
Lego versus Minecraft, True Gamer. That's crazy.
This is awesome, guys. All right, so I do want to move on. Thank you for that really awesome news, because I think anybody who hasn't played The Division or put money into it, or anybody who is new to Xbox, or it's only free on Xbox, correct? As far as you know?
Most on the Xbox Bar, unless Sony announced it later today or something. Well, I think The Division is a great game that you should try for free anyway, because
Oh yeah, it's free.
if you don't have people to play it with, it is a completely different game.
Lego Dante's Inferno. But yeah, no, I think that's a really great game. So thank you for that news, because I had no idea that that was going free for a few days to play. You know, it's at least a way for people to try it out and see if that's something that they really want to get into and purchase. I think it's a fun game. I think it's worth it, especially if you get to try it out first. All right, guys, so let's move on. I kind of want to know people's thoughts on the Nintendo 2DS XL. What?
No, I'm like, man, that just boggles my mind. But go ahead.
Make Nintendo great again. Hashtag.
I think Nintendo's all right. I think Supersonic
I
has
love Nintendo.
something else to say about that. What do you think, Dean, about the 2DS XL?
I can see why they're doing it. Well, kind of. Yeah, like some people probably just like it does look nice, and lots of people like if they have an old 3DS or whatever like that, and they want it like it's running like it's old, it's not gonna last much longer, but they have a big library of games, and if they're not bringing any of the 3DS games over to the Switch, they might still want to have their 3DS to play the other games, but it's not gonna last much longer. They might just trade up, get a newer system that will last a good few years.
I mean, I feel like this is a cash grab, though. Like, you have your 3DS, right? And then you're going to kind of basically take a step back. But how many people actually use the 3D on
Nobody
3DS?
uses the 3D.
Nobody. I have two 3DSs.
I'm sorry?
I have two 3DSs. I only use one of them, obviously.
But how much do you use the 3D on it? Like, when you play a game?
I don't even think I played it in like a year, to be honest. I got it for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, so I can have them on the go because I love Zelda. So that's why I got my 3DS.
Okay.
And the newer version one, the like new 3DS, because they're great with naming things. I only got that because it's going to be more powerful and stuff. So, and I had an analog stick, so I got it for it.
But just last year, they had like the 3D XL new version released, didn't they?
The new Nintendo 3DS XL. That's what it was called, I believe.
Yeah,
I hate the way they name shit. That's what I hate about Nintendo.
I was so annoyed because I was looking for, I think it was last year, I was looking for 3DSs on freaking Amazon, and it was like the new one, and then
the new one.
Just the 3DS, and then it's just the new pissed me off too. But Noble, what's your take on this?
Okay. I just wanted to say, it feels like they want to compete with themselves, because like the Switch is a handheld basically too, and now they're bringing out another like DS system. Why? Like the Switch is only out like a month or two.
Money.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys. The thing is, Nintendo has stated, and it's on the internet somewhere. Go and find it yourself. I ain't got time for this shit. But Nintendo has stated that the Nintendo Switch is, to Nintendo at least, a console. It is not a handheld in their eyes. They're not going to stop pushing the DS line of gaming platforms for a while. So that's just what they see on the Switch when compared to the actual handheld, which to them would be the 3DS or the 2DS. But what I really don't... Okay, so there's a few things that I do like about this. Number one, it is a 2DS, which really they just made a brand new DS. Like 2DS, exactly. It's not a fucking thing. Like, it's just a DS that is... I don't fucking know why they name stuff. Yes. Okay, so I have no idea why they name stuff the way they do, but basically it's a DS back in its clamshell form. The first 2DS that came out, it was this weird slate type looking tablet type thing with two screens on it. What they've done now is they've brought it back to the clamshell form so you can actually close the screens. The screens are a lot bigger, and I do like that, and I'm gonna let you guys know right now, I'm probably gonna buy at least one because Jade wants one. And to be honest, I kind of like the colors, and I'm kind of a dumbass. so I'm probably gonna buy myself one too. But
Oh man.
but the thing is that I do hate the way that they name stuff, and they don't see the Switch and the DS line of products though in the same category. I don't know why. I 100% agree with those of you that think the Switch is a handheld, but for some reason that's not the way they see it, and they're going to continue pushing out DS type models for quite some time now. So as far as that goes, the only other good thing about it is I believe it's only going to be $150, which is a really good price. And
100.
Is it 100?
No, it's 150, but it should be 100 for what they're doing.
Okay, but it is also going to play your old school DS games, your 3DS games. It's just going to play them in 2D, obviously. And it's also going to play the new 2DS games, if that makes sense. I hate the way they name shit because it's so hard to explain stuff. But it's basically going to play games from every generation of DS that has been available. So that's kind of a good thing too, if you guys have your older games and stuff like that. And the screen size is pretty nice. I for sure I'm going to pick up at least one because I know that Jade wants one. She wants to pick up a couple of games that she used to have before. So I'll probably end up getting at least one. And yeah, Nintendo fucking screwed me over again. So that's the thing that happened.
I hear that a lot. Nintendo screwed me over.
I don't understand how they necessarily screwed people over. I mean,
all right, but Supersonic.
They're appealing to the wife, and I have to buy the wife something so she can be happy.
Damn it, wife!
We gotta get an intervention going for
happy
Jade.
Wife, happy life. She wins.
I wish I could say what she says on here, but it's probably not a good idea.
It's perfectly fine unless it's absolutely horrible.
I'll put it into the chat. You guys just check that out.
Go for it. Supersonic, I know how much you love and support Nintendo. What are your thoughts on the 2DS XL?
Fuck Nintendo.
Very nice.
Fuck Nintendo Lego hashtag.
Fuck no.
No
Hashtag that. It's hashtag make Lego great again.
I was writing in the chat.
I don't know. Why do you want me to start a Nintendo? I don't know one handheld from the other, including I know what a Switch is, but all their other crap, I don't know one thing from the other. I don't care about Nintendo. I stopped liking Nintendo during the Wii cycle because, like I said in other previous podcasts, they locked all my games to the hard drive, so I lost them all. Nintendo's just a weird, shitty company now, and they have been for a long time. I still have a place in my heart for Zelda and all that, but I don't know. As far as those handhelds, as I said, I can't tell one from the other. I don't know what a 3DS. I just don't play handheld shit. That's why I don't fuck with them. And I don't know. I just think Nintendo's the most anti-consumer company. I think they take first place over Sony right now, actually.
What happened? What was that?
I said I think Nintendo is the most anti-consumer company as far as gaming, and I think they took the lead over Sony.
So if you had to choose either PlayStation or Nintendo, because there is no Xbox, it doesn't exist anymore, hypothetically, who would you choose?
Neither.
No, it's one or the other.
I hate them both. I don't want to support either company.
You have to choose.
I choose an Atari over either of those.
No, Atari is not an option right now.
If you choose Atari, you only get Jaguar.
No. This is not an option, though. Nintendo or Sony, Supersonic?
I'd get them both and do a T-Reaper. Wrap them up in plastic and piss on them.
Fine, then he chooses both, guys. Done. He might piss on it, but hey, that's
I just want to say, well, decisions Nintendo have gone over the last few years, they're just lucky they have a strong library of IPs like Zelda and Smash Bros.
And
Without those games, they would have been gone. That's the truth. Even though I love Nintendo and get their systems,
we love those
they didn't
Nintendo
make bad
ports.
decisions, with their systems and stuff like that.
We love those Nintendo ports. Mario Kart 8, sell it at full price on a fucking Wii U port. Zelda port, I don't know.
For anyone that got the Switch that didn't get the Wii U, Mario Kart 8 is a really good game. I have it on the Wii U and I really enjoy it.
But people have to buy it twice at full price. If you
Yeah,
never
no,
had one, I understand, but people who own the game shouldn't have to buy it again.
I agree. Because when I get a Switch in the future, I'm not going to
with
get all
the
the games.
deluxe, with the deluxe, aren't there more things? Is there more characters and everything like that, Dean?
They have a new battle mode, and like, because the battle mode in the Wii U version of the game was shit, and no one liked it. They corrected it, so I think I can't remember. I remember them saying there were new maps, or was that just a rumor? But if they did add stuff to the game, it wasn't much to worthy a purchase, basically, unless you really like battle mode.
I think they added the battle mode. They do have a few other characters, but for the most part, all the tracks are the same. And I think they added. I'm not sure if the Wii U has this or not, but they do have the 200cc. I think I'm not sure if that was on the Wii U or not.
The Wii U has that.
Does it justify
Okay,
a
it does.
$50 price tag for people who already own the fucking game on Switch, or not Switch, the Wii U?
If you played the game a lot on the Wii U and you got the Switch, I wouldn't say unless you really love Mario Kart and want to play it online again, because I'm sure the Switch's online for Mario Kart will be very popular right now with a lot of people playing. So
It's not going to be so popular in a couple of months though when they start charging for that stuff.
Hey, let me guess. You can buy the fucking Switch steering wheel or something now. I bet.
Well, see, here's the deal, man.
What's up?
Here's the deal. I mean, like, Mario Kart 8 came out for the Wii U, and people who had the Wii U, if they wanted to play it, they bought it. Now, people who bought the Switch, like, I see exactly what you're saying, Sonic, but, you know, if they feel that way, they don't have to buy it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is.
But I'm saying people who already owned it should at least get like a hefty discount. They shouldn't have to pay full price for a game they already own. That's why I like what Xbox is doing. You have all your games that you already own and no questions asked.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things. Like, when it comes to all these companies that you know put out platforms and stuff like that, none of them are absolutely perfect, and each one has at least a glaring thing that we would like to change. You know what I'm saying? And with Nintendo, the whole having your digital library attached to the hardware and not to your profile or name or whatever, that is a huge thing that Nintendo definitely needs to change.
I'm pretty sure it's changed with the Switch. I'm pretty sure. I remember seeing it.
So.
I thought that was one of the things they announced with the Switch was that.
Well, the thing is,
you have your own account now. They made it with at the end of the Wii U cycle.
Hey, they announced that they were going to have this huge launch lineup. You go in Walmart, there's like 3 games on the fucking shelf.
Yeah, true.
Well, the thing is, for the Switch for right now, the games are saved to your external hard drive, so you can take your games anywhere. But the problem is that your saves and your account is tied. No, your saves are tied to the system. So even if you put your account onto another, okay, how the fuck do you explain this? Even if you put your account onto another system, you can still play the game, but you can't transfer your saves. So you essentially have to start over, anyways.
Good job, Nintendo. Nintendo Power.
Now you're playing with power.
So you get to keep your game and re-download it on another system. It's just your save doesn't. There's no cloud system involved like to carry your save over. But you can still have your game.
Right.
Okay. Well, they're slow at things. It's Nintendo. Maybe their next system.
Well, yeah, Nintendo is kind of like your special cousin at the family reunion over in the corner playing with blocks. That is something I think we have definitely kind of verified and everything like that. But that is the whole kind of like having digital games and stuff attached to a profile is a huge thing that Nintendo absolutely needs to do.
The only other thing that I want to say about Nintendo is I don't know if I'm going to be able to justify paying for their online service when they've got maybe Mario Kart and possibly Splatoon to play online and have to pay for that for a year. I understand it's going to be cheaper than Xbox and PlayStation. I think they're saying it might be like $30 for the entire year, some crap. But even that, like,
That's still expensive.
Yeah, for 2 games that you might play when you're not playing all these awesome games on Xbox.
If your Switch lasts that long, it might break.
If you
only get the Switch ones for like a short amount of time, also, don't you? You don't actually get to keep them.
That is correct for the old school games. Yeah. So I'm not sure if
Nintendo.
if I can justify that or not, but it's going to be a weird transition that they try to make into the online world.
All right, I want to bring it back to the 2DS XL though. Let's get Xbox thoughts on that because I didn't want this whole rage to spark out about Nintendo and stuff like that. I'm sorry.
We love to hate them, or we hate to love them. I don't know.
I'm sorry?
Well, I don't think well, before I get into the 2DS, I just want to say to Dean, I don't think it's like it's a hate thing. It's just that Nintendo needs to like step up with the times. I know they like to be innovative and they like to be different, but there's certain fundamental things that Nintendo kind of like needs to do that like the companies are doing. You know what I'm saying? There's certain fundamental things that both like Sony and Xbox and Sony and Microsoft, there's certain foundational things that they're doing with like online gaming and stuff like that Nintendo has to follow suit. All right, they can't just be different and like they have to follow suit with certain structural things because that's the way it kind of should be. But when it comes to the 2DS, first of all, from what I'm hearing, like in the through the back door of the YouTube world with YouTubers and stuff like that, is that the DS is only going to be supported through the like end of 2018. So with them coming out with new hardware, what I think is going on, and this is a piece of shit move when it comes to gamers and stuff like that, is they're trying to get the most people to buy the most hardware before they do something that I think Snaps actually brought it up, and I think they're going to do this, is they're going to create an adapter for the Switch to eventually be able to play the DS games on the Switch as well. But the Switch is selling so well and stuff like that that they don't have to do that for a while. So what they're doing is basically they're coming out with this new piece of hardware, a revision of tech that's like what, 6 years old, over 6 years old or whatnot. And they're just trying to get the most money that they can from gamers with selling that thing. I believe it's a complete cash grab, like Snap said, and I believe eventually we're going to get an adapter for the Switch to play these 3DS, 2DS games on the Switch as well. So, like, it's a move that will make people scratch their heads. You know what I'm saying? People who kind of look into stuff, like research this stuff, but to the casual gamer, they just see a new DS, and DSs sell like crazy. So that's what they're doing. They're trying to get the most money before they kind of, like, what I believe is come out with that adapter that Snaps was talking about.
Well, what I think is that the Switch is for the older, and I use that word very loosely, for the older gamer.
Elderly.
Not elderly. I mean, maybe. I don't know. But I just picture somebody squinting their eyes looking at the little tiny screen with the little tiny controller Joy-Con thingies. But I feel like the new 2DS is going to be for more geared towards children. Because how many parents are going to spend $300-$400 on the system plus buy games and stuff like that and then have it break? I feel like is definitely a fragile system, right? I haven't let the kids touch the Switch at all. They ask, and I'm like, no, I don't want it broken. That is definitely a concern of mine. But I do enjoy the Nintendo products, mostly because it offers something different. Do I feel like it's a cash grab? A part of me thinks so, yes. Because we just got the Switch, and they're like, it's portable, this, that, and the other. So my theory is that's more geared towards the children. Excuse me. And that's kind of like where they're going with this. Like, you have something for the kids, and then you have something for the adults. And, because I really don't see the Switch as a child's toy. That's just my honest opinion. So I feel like it looks really good. I think it's stupid because they've done all this. They put so much into the 3DS, and now they're like taking a step back with the 2DS. It's my personal opinion. I feel like that's a step back. But then again, how many people actually use the 3D option on their game? Not a lot, I'm sure. So I feel like 3D is just something that would really bother my eyes if I was looking at it for a prolonged period of time. So I'm thinking that the DS XL, the Nintendo DS XL2, whatever. Fuck backwards and stuff. I think that's just for the kids, guys. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys
There
think.
goes Sean Murray on the motorcycle.
What?
There goes Sean Murray on the motorcycle. I heard it.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Bye,
I don't
Sean Murray.
understand why Nintendo's trying to compete with themselves.
I don't think they're competing with themselves though.
Right.
Like at first I saw it that way, but I really feel like this is like a for the kids and for the adults type of thing. Like, yeah, okay. It sounds stupid when you say Nintendo Switch for adults because it's a game, number one. But how many gamers are actually adults above the age of 25, 30? A lot. That's just
The
our
majority
generation.
nowadays.
You know, and yes, there's kids who have Justin says in the chat, 3D does get irritating. Like, I feel like this is something that's new for the kids. I feel like it should have been more of a holiday thing, but
When is it coming out?
they haven't really said anything about that, I don't think.
I
The
can
release
also
date.
say the 3D is irritating. Also, you can't, like, you have to stand still. Like, you have to be still when you're using the 3D on the system because it'll get blurry if
Oh,
you're
really?
moving. Yeah.
Ugh.
So you're gonna have to, like, hold down, just stay still and don't move if you want the best effect of the 3D anyway. So
Oh man, that sucks.
You know,
Yeah.
They're trying to cash grab everything. Like,
the
I
new
don't know.
3DS, like the new 3DS, the other one, that has improved 3D, but it's still not the best. You still
James-
can't really move.
Nintendo Switch XL, it is coming. If they
They
make-
love to use XL for everything, so we all know if they ever make a bigger version of the Switch or like something like that, they're gonna XL it.
they're gonna make a bigger screen but smaller Joy-Cons. Is what they're gonna do.
That would be dumb. And
But-
Nintendo, are they going to E3 this year? Or are they skipping?
Oh, they're gonna
they're
have a
skipping.
booth. They're gonna have a booth, but no conference.
No conference?
Nintendo Power. Good job,
They're doing their
Nintendo.
direct that they do every year. Well, the last 3 years or something.
Now, how are we supposed to find out the release date for this 2DS thing, XL?
They'll probably do it with the direct. I mean, direct is basically it's a streamed show to E3 and out to Nintendo owners and stuff like that. I am so disappointed that they're not doing a conference. I figure with their new hardware, with the Switch and the new games coming out, the new Mario. I was hoping that they would actually have a conference, not for anything, but a live conference is more direct than a direct stream. It is a
Absolutely.
live show in front of live people. Like I am so upset. I figured when Microsoft and Xbox moved to Sunday, that Monday slot was wide open, and Nintendo could have just went in there and did what they had to do. I'm just disappointed about that. Yeah.
I agree. Like like the last few years they skipped out, and look at what happened to the Wii U and everything. Like obviously them not having an E3 the last few years is really affecting them. And this year with the Switch, like this is where they can really push it and try to get as many sales for like coming up to Christmas, like later on in the year, showing off lots of Mario and other games that they're going to announce more likely at the show. It's a big disappointment that they're skipping it. I don't know why.
I guess we'll find out, or we won't. But I'm not too concerned.
It's a bad call.
I'm sorry?
I just said it's a bad call. Like they have bad decisions, and that's one of them.
Yeah, I mean, they need to figure their stuff out, but they'll get there eventually. They're a few steps ahead and a few steps behind at the same time. How does that work?
That's a good point.
You never know. I don't know. I feel like some stuff they're ahead, some stuff they're behind.
They are
Where-
masters. They are masters of the handheld, though. Let's just give it to them there because, PlayStation tried to go up against them. Even before that, Sega tried to go up against them with the Game Gear, which I had a Game Gear. Like every time somebody has tried to come up,
so good.
yeah, every time somebody has tried to come up with a handheld and they tried to go and really beef it up to go against Nintendo has crushed them. Like, and they are masters of that handheld gaming space.
Yes, they are. Well, I mean, I support all consoles now. And I feel like they all have their benefits and they all have something to learn from one another. And that's all I'm going to say on that. So we're going to move on to the future of Halo. Bum, bum, bum.
That was awesome.
Oh shit!
I already
Xbox.
felt like I talked too much, and then all of a sudden
You
you said
do.
Halo.
You always talk too much. But we're going to talk about Halo because there's some, there's some anger and some love for Halo. As they're discussing focusing more on Master Chief. What does that mean for Agent Locke? I'm gonna let you go first, Xbox, because I know how much you love Halo, and I know you're just jumping out of your skin right now, like Halo talk.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my goodness. Looked at
what do
my
you
keychain
feel?
and
And
Yeah.
let's hear your thoughts.
Well, first of all, what happened was there was this backlash within the Halo community. Now, the backlash was that Halo 5 story wasn't necessarily focused around Master Chief enough. They had two teams. You had Master Chief with Blue Team. You had Agent Locke, which was a brand new Spartan, and his Osiris team. Now, the Team Osiris was tasked with tracking down Master Chief and Blue Team because they went AWOL. The reason why they went AWOL is Master Chief started getting signs that Cortana was still alive. All right. So the majority of missions were around Team Osiris, tracking down Master Chief. A lot of people didn't like that. 343 Industries heard that. Kiki Wolfkill, Frank O'Connor, they from 343 Industries came out and basically said that Halo 6 will be more focused on Master Chief. Now, the more I look at this, they said more focused, so they didn't say completely focused, which is good, because with the story that they're telling, they have Cortana, controlling the Forerunner technology and basically threatening everybody that they need to listen to her. You have the end of Halo Wars 2 with Atriox and his banished army, who's basically now going after the UNSC as well. You have bits and pieces of the Covenant starting shit all over the galaxy. And who knows what else is going to happen. They talk about the return of the Flood. So there is like conflicts going on everywhere, right? If you look at Halos 1 through 3, Master Chief basically almost died in Halos 1 through 3 in that story. So now they have multiple things. That was just the Covenant. Now they have multiple things going on. They need more Spartans. There's no way that Master Chief alone can handle everything that's going on. So they say it's more focused on Master Chief, but I am a little concerned about this because with the grand scope of the Halo universe and all the shit that's flying right now, like I don't want them to purposely kind of like ignore Team Osiris. I feel like that is needed now. They already kind of like opened that box. They need to move forward with it. And I hope that 343 doesn't try to please everybody in the Halo community, because that's never going to happen. The Halo community, I absolutely love, the community and the games, but the Halo community can be very, very finicky. And I'm actually being nice saying this.
They can be dicks.
Oh, they could be straight. They could be straight dicks, hardcore. Like there's.
This sounds horrible. Never mind.
There is a bunch of people within the
Hardcore
Halo.
straight dicks.
There's a bunch of people within the Halo community that all they want is Halo 3 done over and over and over again, and they're never happy with the new Halo. If you look at the history of Halo titles, ever since Halo 2, like people have scrutinized the game and then years later said, you know what? That game was actually a fucking masterpiece. Like it takes years for people to catch up to the Halo games. So like I don't want 343 to kind of lose their backbone. I hope they really stay focused on the vision that they have, because I feel like this could possibly be the best Halo story as it evolves. So
I can totally see what you're saying, Xbot. My personal opinion, I don't feel like they're going to be removing Locke. Like I know some people are like, blah blah blah. All right, I'm not going to quote anybody, but like people are pissed off. All right, so they're like automatically assuming that they're going to remove Locke or something. It's like calm the fuck down and wait till the game comes out, because you don't know what's going to happen. I feel like they didn't focus a lot on Master Chief the last game, right? But they're introducing new characters. So there's nothing wrong with that. It just means that they're going to just back a little bit away from the other guys and kind of get a little more, because I want to know what happens with Cortana, okay? That's all I care about. What's going to happen between Cortana and Master Chief. That's it. Don't give a shit about everything else. But I feel like backing off and focusing a little bit more on Master Chief, because they didn't focus a ton on him in the last game, maybe that's going to be worth it. I feel like people need to calm down, though, and stop getting all crazy. But anyways, I'm going to move on with someone else's opinion on
Noble
this.
is crazy. You just put Halo hashtag locked out.
Locked out. Noble, what do you think about this Halo future?
I love Master Chief. Halo 3 actually is the reason that I started playing games, buying my own consoles. It's the reason that I have a channel to date. But I actually didn't play the first one until I got my very own system and they came out again. But I've played through the entire series. I've played all of the games, and while I do love the relationship that Cortana and Master Chief have, and I want to see more of that, I also want to see more stuff like ODST, and the fact that people didn't like Locke so much, but I'm not sure if it's the fact that they didn't like Locke or the fact that the story actually sucked. Because the story was pretty bad, and you only got to play as Chief like I think there's been some stuff that says like it's like 20% of the time. And then whenever they did meet, it was like, bro, I've been hunting you forever. And then Chief's like, yeah, man, I know. And then they punched each other like once, and then they're like, are we cool? And then they're like, yeah. So that was the whole story, and it fucking sucked. But I would like to see some different stories. Eventually, I still want to see the Chief, but I want to see them make more stuff like ODST, like Halo Reach, where there are so many awesome stories. If you check out the comic books and other characters that you might know about, which I don't really read that much, but I check them out on audiobook because, again, I'm on the road all the time. I would like to see more stories like that, but I do want to see the Chief in the next game, at least more than what was in the previous game, because in the previous game, like, I was really excited to see what happened next, and we just didn't get enough of him. And I think that tied with the fact that the story wasn't all that great and it came to this weird fight and then it was over in a second is more what pissed people off, rather than the fact that if they would have built out more fleshed out characters besides the Chief, maybe it would have been better received.
Well, Noble, when you talk about like the fight between Chief and Locke, when you go through the story, and I know you have, you'll realize that's not the story. So it was the marketing and promotion before time that kind of screwed everything up, because the story actually went on a huge scale. At the end of the story of Halo 5, when you saw the Halo ring turn back on again, you saw Cortana was chasing the ship and she caught up to it, and then they went into hyperspeed, all that good stuff. Like, that was crazy. That made me think, like, I need Halo 6 right now. You know what I'm saying? Because like they built it up. It was let's be honest, it was a setup. It was a setup for Halo 6 and beyond. So the story might have felt a little bit flat and stuff like that. I think they could have escalated, a few more, like emotionally escalated the story. But in terms of where it ended up, it made me want Halo 6, like right then and there.
I don't know, man. It's been a while. I think we need to go back and try to retouch on it. I understand and I agree with what you're saying and stuff like that, but I do agree with the fact that the marketing was more about, like, it's going to be all about this epic battle, and then whenever we didn't get that, I think that's what upset a lot of people. But yeah, like, I can understand.
I think they just teased.
Talking about.
I think they just teased the battle, though. Like, in that one, there's so many different stories going on in Halo 5, and it's just setting it up for like lots of different stories for future Halos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as far as Locke, I think he's cool, but I just wish they'd make him more interesting. Make like I wish I knew like his whole history, if he had like flashbacks of stuff, like where he came from, what he did, why he's there and stuff. I don't know, make him more badass or something. So I don't have any problem with Locke being in the story. I don't know. I'm just excited for Halo 6. I just want to let them do their job and not get any pressure from community Just let them do their job. Halo's going to be
that's a
great.
good idea because I think a lot of the pressure is what influences all the changes, and then that's where it can get screwed up. Like if people just left it alone, then it could be something great. But no, they gotta have their
Well,
two cents and everything.
Halo community will never ever do that. They will.
Halo community needs to mind their mother business.
There are people within the Halo community that will completely bitch, go up on the internet and completely bitch if there's an extra slot in the Needler. Like you don't understand. Like it can get bad. It's voted one of the most toxic communities in video games. And I can see that, but there's some really great highs and some really low lows when it comes to Halo community. I have met some absolutely incredible people, and then I have met the other side of the table,
the
and
dark side of Halo.
It gets dark. And with what Sonic said about Locke, I think another thing that they tried to do that they kind of misstepped and they fucked up on basically is they tried to speed evolve Locke. They tried to make him kind of like the way Master Chief was in the beginning, cold, calculated. I got my orders. I'm going to do my orders, right? And they tried to speed evolve him and to try to give him emotion at the end. And it didn't connect is what happened. It didn't connect. And
I completely agree. I want to know more about Locke too. So why doesn't Halo focus on building Locke's story more in the background? Because that's a really good idea, Supersonic, with the whole flashbacks and stuff. I love watching stuff when it's like a flashback and it's like, oh, okay, I understand now. But that's a smart thing to do too.
Is there a new voice actor for Locke now? Is that right?
I voice actor for Locke.
I didn't hear that. I hope not, because I actually like the person that they have for Locke. It's just that, once I like
Luke Denzel Cage? Washington and Morgan Freeman.
Well, once Luke Cage kind of blew up, like that actor might get too expensive. You know what I'm saying? And that would be very, very unfortunate. But I could definitely see kind of fleshing out Locke more in the games. Like in the books, in the comic books, they did kind of connect the dots there. But there are people that just play the games. They don't get into all the books and stuff like that. I feel that before they need to come out with Halo 6 and then go maybe spin-offs with Locke and stuff like that. Like I feel like they need that next Halo first, and then really kind of flesh out everybody else around them. It's just that because of the backlash and stuff from Halo 5, I don't think that spin-offs would have been great to kind of do. But if they can somehow fill it in with flashbacks and stuff throughout Halo 6 and make it work and make it fluent, then I don't have a problem with that either.
Yeah, they could make him just a total badass character that you want to play. Like in Halo 5, I'm just like,
I love his HUD though,
but I'm not.
My bad. I love his HUD. I love when I'm playing as him, because every individual Spartan has a unique HUD, has a unique shape to it and stuff like that. And that was one of the things I thought was really cool. Even when you play co-op, if you go and pick Linda on, I believe, Blue Team or something like that, their HUDs all look different. They're all shaped different and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. And I hope they keep the teams as well, because I like the fact that with the co-op, somebody who's playing with me can pick the Spartan with the sniper or pick the Spartan with the shotgun to start as default. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was a cool idea, and I hope they don't throw that to the side just because,
Yeah, were people freaking out when you had to play the Arbiter in Halo 2 and shit?
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. At first, that was not accepted.
See, stay calm, people. Everyone loves that now.
Yeah.
Dean, did you want to add something about Halo? Come on.
I was just waiting, being patient, listening to all your thoughts.
You just got to cut Xbot off. Just be like, shut up,
I'll keep going. I don't know.
Interesting, I was just listening. Well, I'll just say Halo 1 to 3. I love Halo 1. I liked Halo 2. Loved Halo 3. Halo 4. I love and hate it. I think it has a great story, but it's probably the worst one to play through because I don't like the missions in it. Halo 5. I was disappointed with it because of the lack of Chief. And like, it was fun to play through, especially in co-op. It was really fun. The multiplayer is amazing, has the best gameplay. And I think going back to focusing on Chief is a good idea, especially considering how little he is in Halo 5. And they have a lot to deal with, like with him and Cortana. They really need to finish that story that's been building up for the last 2 games. And I think it'd be a good thing for Locke to take a backseat. He can still be in the game and in the cutscenes and in the mission, but just not focus on him as much. They don't have to get rid of him. I didn't mind them in Halo 5. I just wasn't a big fan of him. I was more disappointed that I was playing as him through the whole thing when I wanted to play as Chief. So that was the only thing I had against him, was that he was stopping me playing as Chief. Not that he was a bad character. So yeah, the campaign was good. It could have been better. The story was a bit lacking. And hopefully Halo 6 improves it. I'm happy they already announced in advance that all future Halo games, first-person shooters, will have local split screen again. So people are already going to be happy with that.
I think they're going to do great things with Halo 6. I'm looking forward to it.
I just hope they don't wreck the multiplayer, because they have a good thing going with Halo 5.
Yeah, no doubt. Halo 5, the multiplayer is the best multiplayer. Like, I feel this generation, especially in first-person shooters, hands down, like what they did with the rec system, 60 frames per second, the scope of Warzone, all the way down to the competitive nature of Arena. They have absolutely something for everybody, and it runs smooth. Like,
and the amazing Forge that they have.
That too, man. You can go on and on about the multiplayer. So yeah, like when it comes to 343, I mean, you got to admit, like they have people from Bungie, you know, when they formed 343. But 343, when it came out with Halo 4, Halo 4's story to me was absolutely amazing. Like, it was actually like me and the oldest, like a tear dropped from our eyes at the end of like Halo 4. That's how emotional that was, right? Halo 5. Like, well, Halo 4, the multiplayer fell short. They went too Call of Duty-ish. It just kind of fell short for me. Now, with Halo 5, it went the actual, like, reverse. Like, the story was kind of flat, but the multiplayer was absolutely amazing. So I think with Halo 6, they'll be able to smash both together, and it's just going to be an incredible game.
There's only one part in Halo 5 that I found emotional, and that was when you finally come talk to Cortana. And you know what happens. I don't want to, like, well, we already spoiled it, but you know, she she turns you off or whatever.
Dude, she tries to store you away while she does her dirty work.
With that, like, I was like, damn. I care.
Spoiler alert.
You know, we already spoiled it.
I would say the game's been out for how long?
Hey, there's still people who haven't played it.
I played the ending to Halo 4 at least 20 or 30 times, just because I loved the last moments in that game so much. I thought Halo 4, like, the story was great, just not the missions. Like, because I didn't like fighting, what are they called? The Prometheans? That's what they're called now. Yeah. I think they need to really change them up for Halo 6. They need to make them more fun to fight. Because every time you're fighting the elites or grunts or anything like that, you're always happy that you're fighting them. But when you're fighting the Prometheans, you're like, Prometheans. I don't want to, give me some elites or something. I don't want to fight these. They're not fun.
Well, I will let you know, the brutes are coming back for Halo 6 as well.
Good.
So.
Bring back the flood.
I love the
Make us
brutes.
all happy.
They need to take out that boss that you have to fight over and over again. I thought
Warden?
that was really, yes, I thought that was so annoying.
He is not going anywhere.
Just make it to where you don't have to fight him like 10 times.
Well, the thing is, because his artificial intelligence will, like, he has bodies made for him, like millions of bodies made for him, and whenever you take out a body, his AI will actually like start up another one. So what they can do, instead of having all the same uniform bodies, have different iterations, have upgraded versions. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having just that straight, tall guy with 2 arms and stuff, make like a 4-legged version or so. You know what I'm saying? Have like different upgrades to the Warden. Be like, all right,
like in Halo 5, you're finding literally the exact same version of him every time. But if they would change them, give him like a new weapon or just don't make them look different. That way it'd be more unique or something. But when you're just fighting them the same every time, it's not exciting. You've already done it.
Yeah, and like I said, that can be easily remedied with like they're like, all right, my level 1 body wasn't working anymore. It's time to go to like, yeah, exactly, man. They could do something like that, and like that could definitely take that problem out of there. Yeah.
One thing. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just reading the chat. Sobsky says hashtag fuck the flood. Reprobate says hashtag.
So you didn't say that because we all like the flood. No, but one thing I'd love for them to do for Halo 6 that a lot of people probably won't, and that's for them to bring it out on Windows 10 PC. Make an Xbox Play Anywhere game.
We got to get you a new mic.
I was thinking that. I was like, man, like you've got a lot of really good thoughts. It's just like you're very tinny, and sometimes there's W, like. But the chat has been absolutely on fire today. I got to give a huge shout out to everybody, watching the show live. The chat has actually distracted me on a lot of things.
The chat is always a distraction, but they're awesome. But
so,
yeah.
Xbox and everyone else, what do you think? Would you like Halo to be an Xbox Play Anywhere game?
I don't care.
I would only play it on Xbox, though. My computer's trash whore. I mean, it's just...
There's some people that the second Microsoft even announce it for PC, people will go crazy. But even though that's kind of the route they're going these days, I think it'd be great. It would help Halo become more popular again. And then they could even have crossplay for Firefight, the campaign, custom games, and stuff like that. You don't have to have the competitive modes crossplay because people complain about mouse and keyboard. But I think it'd be great for Halo because Halo isn't as big as it used to be. Like Halo 5 did help after Halo 4 didn't do so well. But I think it'd be great. It would help build up Halo again. More people to get a chance to play it. They don't have to release other games on PC. They can just release a new one on it.
In terms of sales, like Halo 5 actually sold over 5 million copies in like 3 months. So I don't think you have to worry about sales with that. With what Microsoft is doing, with kind of bringing together the Windows 10 PC and the Xbox, because Xbox One is a Windows 10 device. They've said it time and time again. I have no problem with it being play anywhere. I just, like you said, when it comes to the competitive nature, like I don't want to go against mouse and keyboard guys when it comes to a first person shooter. The ones the ones that have been doing it for a while are absolutely insane at it. Not only that, but when it comes to a computer, you can download software for assists and stuff like that with doing that. Like, and I feel that would really kind of jip out on the console gamer trying to be competitive or whatnot. So if they keep that separated to a certain extent, they keep the competitive separated, and you don't have mouse and keyboard people, mixing together with controller people. Like that's no problem. I have no problem with the title being on PC. Yeah.
That's what they did with Gears of War 4. They have you can play the campaign and Horde and stuff like that together, all the co-op modes. Only recently they announced that they were making the ranked playlist cross-play also, because they done lots of test servers where they found it was still pretty balanced. But then again, Gears of War is like a third-person shooter. I don't know how that would benefit on a mouse and keyboard, me personally. I think that'd be a lot harder to do than using a controller.
Well,
you're playing Gears with mouse and keyboard, actually.
Yeah, well, that the whole Gears thing kind of concerned me real quick, because like I know eventually Xbox One will support mouse and keyboard as well. And one of the things I like about consoles is the controller. All right. And I like playing against other people who have a controller. Like, I don't want to have to go through the whole, like,
Xbox afraid of the keyboard warriors.
No, PC is a different ecosystem, man. If I wanted to play on PC, I would buy a PC. You know what I'm saying? But I like the easy use of the console. And I really hope that they don't try to blur the lines too much. That'll give certain people, that come from PC, that play on PC, an unfair advantage over, the console gamer.
If you think about it, though, like fighting games, they have their fighting sticks, and that's like an advantage. And you're able to use them on consoles.
Not so much, just as a graphics guy. He's using his Mortal Kombat joystick thing on his fight.
Most people, they're easier for the input compared to the D-pad and stuff like that.
You kind of broke up on there, man. We didn't even hear what you said.
It's easier, like using a fighting stick if you're good, than using the D-pad and stuff like that on the Xbox controller.
I guess so, man. But that's only one genre. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like when it comes to mouse and keyboard, it works better for RTS. It works better for first-person shooters. To some people, it works better for third-person shooters. Like it's a multiple genre thing, and like fighting is just one thing. You know?
I think they'd split people up in lobbies, like for sure. Like
that's all I ask. That's all I ask.
Yeah, I agree.
The Halo thing, like if it was to go on PC, usually when something's able to get more sales, they increase the budget because there's a bigger chance of them getting more money for it. So if they were doing that with Halo, they'd probably give Halo 6 a bigger budget and stuff like that for them to do more with the game. Probably give them a longer time to develop the game also.
I got you, and that would definitely be a good thing. I'm just gonna say this one thing when it comes to bigger budgets. Halo is the franchise. It is the foundation of Xbox, and I think they already have like that open check to do whatever they need to do. But I see what you're saying for like maybe other games and stuff like that. But I think when it comes to Halo's got that blank check from Satya or whatever.
They just need the right amount of time for Halo. To give them the right amount of like years that they need to make the game.
I think they should definitely keep Forge on PC for sure, because people have made some really cool maps on PC, and it's actually more fun to forge on the computer because you got like so many good tools and they're easier to use. So I kind of like that part where PC gamers can make stuff and bring it to Xbox. So I think that's kind of cool.
It doesn't really run on my computer. It starts up and then it stays there. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should go delete that too. That's probably taking up half.
Yeah, that's taking up memory right there.
Yup.
All right, guys. It's almost time to wrap up. Supersonic, I know you wanted to. We're gonna move on, just so you guys know. I know you wanted to talk about Phil Spencer. I guess in a sense. Maybe seems like he's kind of ignoring IGN and GameSpot. I
do, because like this time of year last year, he'd have interviews with IGN, GameSpot, and like if you ever watch any of his interviews with Ryan McCaffrey from IGN, that dude, like all they do is like take cheap shots at him anytime they want to. But like Phil Spencer just did that exclusive interview with Xbox On, which is an awesome YouTube channel. Like a long Scorpio interview, and it's really, really good. He laid out a lot of stuff on that. And then like he went to Digital Foundry for like the reveal of the specs and all that stuff. And there's no IGN and GameSpot interview. So I think he's kind of ignoring the media and kind of making them irrelevant.
Well, is it the negative media?
Yeah, like all the
just
posers, like IGN and GameSpot. I don't see him on any of those anymore.
Well, Digital Foundry is Eurogamer, and they've done the same. They've had bias towards like they have been a part of this console war as well. So Digital Foundry is Eurogamer, and Eurogamer actually came out with the articles after Digital Foundry's videos and stuff like that. So they actually went to Eurogamer first, which is big gaming media.
But do you think like IGN and GameSpot are kind of jelly just a little bit?
They might be.
They might be.
Shansu says, I ignore IGN and GameSpot too.
Me too.
Well, that's a good sign right there.
Well, but like last year before, and all that, like he'd be giving interviews about this time and to them, and he's not doing anything with them, which I think is hilarious.
Fuzzy Belvedere in the chat says it's a good way to put the media in check.
Yes, exactly.
Kind of agree.
Make them irrelevant.
Okay. I got you. Well, Xbox On is it's basically sponsored by Microsoft and Xbox. That I believe that's an affiliation right there.
And that's the best way to get the actual information too.
Yeah. Well, and they're gonna be kinder with their questions. They're gonna be softer. to Phil and all that good stuff.
But
Like,
at the same
that's
time, Ryan
what they're
McCaffrey's
supposed to
supposed to do that too, and he cheap shots Phil Spencer like
Well,
every
but Ryan
chance he
McCaffrey,
gets.
like that is, they say they're an Xbox podcast, but after a while, when you see what they say, you see what they do, and you look at their hype, at the end, they're an outsider looking in. Where Xbox On is affiliated with Microsoft and Xbox, so you can see where they would go with that. I understand what you're saying with the like no interviews from GameSpot or IGN, but it wasn't just GameSpot and IGN. It was Eurogamer, GameSpot, IGN, Kotaku. It was a whole series of them.
Shit, the ambulance is coming for Sean Murray.
No, that's the bomb siren.
Duck and
Oh
cover.
shit! What's up?
It's just
I think
volunteer.
IGN and GameSpot, they have buried themselves already. I mean, it's come out so much, and I think the reason why all of it has come out is because of YouTubers, because of podcasters and stuff like that, who are basically throwing out that real information, and how big the community of supporters have become when it comes to gaming and YouTube and gaming news. So I think IGN and GameSpot was already burying themselves. But like I said, when it comes to the fact of like ignoring the big media, the first place they went to was Eurogamer, and that is big gaming media right there.
Well, I think people like Ryan McCaffrey who take cheap shots and things like that.
Shaggy.
I think they do that stuff so they can kind of have
Get
like
clicks.
that one up and haha and clicks, and it's just a way for them to build their audience by people thinking that there's some drama there that really is unnecessary. So people like that, they are indeed irrelevant, and that's why we don't visit their shit to get information from them either.
If Phil Spencer went on there today, the first thing Ryan McCaffrey would say is, "So you're not getting any single player games, Phil? What's going on with that?"
I think that people pick apart what Phil Spencer says way too much. He's just a
I
fucking
agree.
person, guys.
Every
might-
tweet gets reported on, basically.
It's like Donald Trump, only he's an asshole. Phil Spencer is the Xbox guy. He's the face of Xbox, but it's like he's at the end of the day, and just like, I hate to say it, Donald Trump, they're just people.
Phil Spencer could tweet out hi, and like the media's like, "Let's run with the story."
Exactly.
Did you see the tweet about Fable?
What tweet about Fable?
Oh yeah.
Phil Spencer, he just tweeted that he thinks there's many places that Fable can go, and then the next day, just every like GameSpot, everything, just articles everywhere. Fable, the future of Fable, blah, and all that stuff. Like, I need to talk about a game, and then everyone just reports on it.
Yeah, it's in a way, obviously, it's a good thing for the company, but at the same time, he is a person at the end of the day, so he doesn't get a break. And it's probably really frustrating and also very rewarding at the same time, because like when people pick apart, especially when they have some type of sway with other people and they pick it apart in a negative way, like how do you think it makes that person feel at the end of the day? It doesn't matter who you are. I mean, Donald Trump, I'm not a fan of him whatsoever, so fuck him. But as far as like Phil Spencer goes and stuff like that, like, or anybody like in the media that's a decent probably person. I don't know him personally, so I can't say that. But I feel like everything that these people do is like picked apart, and it's on a negative and a positive level, but I feel like there's definitely more negative than there is positive.
Snaps, I love what Phil Spencer has been doing lately. Like he's getting so tired of the console war that he was like, they said something about him wearing a shirt or something like that to E3. He was like, well, maybe I'll wear a Horizon Zero Dawn shirt. And then he actually tweeted out, he was like, you guys get all like caught up in console wars and stuff like, and this is, I'm not quoting him word for word on this. He's like, but in all actuality, we don't even look at it like that. He's like, Sony sent me a limited edition copy of Horizon Zero Dawn, and I absolutely love it and stuff like. So he's telling people that you guys are getting into this whole rivalry thing and console war thing when it comes to the company level, they don't even give a shit about that.
At the end of the day,
hey, Phil Spencer, the console war has always been here since you were a baby, Phil Spencer. It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
The console war, at the same time, like people put so much focus into it. In the end of the day, they get along on a level of just being like, what is the word I'm thinking of? Like, they're just cordial to one another. There really is no like console war. It's the consumers that have the war. It's not the companies.
What it is the gamers and the consumers get played in order to beef up sales. It's what goes on. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
It's ignorance that starts a console war.
And of course the media this generation has fueled a lot of it. And when it goes to the top of the mountains, when it comes to the Xbox division, the PlayStation division, and stuff like that, they don't even look at it like that. They share information with each other. They share technology with each other. They send each other gifts and games and stuff like that. They play games together, and it's like they don't look at this shit like that. Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that the media is the problem. It's the media, the consumers who fall into that bullshit and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I did.
They made it so much worse at the start of the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 life cycle, where the Xbox One wasn't powerful, like compared to the PlayStation 4, and then the whole resolution thing became a thing, and then everything just got so much more toxic, and everyone's just back and forth. It's just ridiculous.
Ozzy Belvedere says in the chat, you see less far wars with cell phones and cars.
The thing that annoys me is like I'm excited for Xbox Scorpio, but I hate seeing things on it every day. It's like,
you know what? I completely agree with you. Like,
it's like,
I wish we
seriously, the console got announced a year ago, and you've been talking about it every day since. And the second even any slight rumor of a PlayStation 5 comes out or something, they can't talk about it. But they can talk about it for a year before it even comes out because Xbox has been doing it. It's just I don't know.
Banished Atriox in the chat. Cough, cough.
Shit,
Fallout 4. What noise? But yeah, you're totally right. Totally right. He likes to do those.
Code in the chat. Free code in the chat.
Caca. But yeah, Dean, that is completely right. Like they do talk about Scorpio a lot. Yes, I'm excited for it. Okay, cool. Enough. I don't want to talk about it every single day.
I know, like every week's like, new rumor, new price drop, new specs. This is gonna be the next best thing. It's not out yet. We don't know it.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just irritating. Like, I'm excited for it, but stuff like that is just asking to continue the console war stuff because you're just asking for the PlayStation people to click on the video too, along with Xbox fans that are also just attacking the PlayStation. Like, everyone just attacks each side. If someone gets an exclusive game like Horizon Zero Dawn, all the Xbox, well, not all of them, obviously, but some people that will take things too far will just hate on the game without playing it and just say it's shit. It doesn't look good. They're not interested in it. But then if Microsoft announced a game that was like similar to that, they'd like it and be hyped for it.
I don't know. I totally agree with you, though.
That's absolutely true.
I totally agree.
I wish, like, if console wars had to stay, okay, that'd be fine. I just wish people didn't take it so serious and got so toxic over it. Like, I have a preference. I prefer Xbox, but I have PlayStation. I have Wii U, not the Switch at the moment. All of them are good. Some of them, like, it depends on. I know some people money, so it's whatever exclusives you prefer. Okay, then get that console, but that doesn't mean you have to hate on the other one.
Absolutely not. I mean, I hated PlayStation until I got one. Now I'm like, wow, I was so wrong.
It opened your
Absolutely. And that was the whole point of getting one, was to kind of see the other perspective. And honestly, I feel like PlayStation is really great on some things where Xbox is lacking and vice versa. Like, I'm not going to say, one is better than the other. I may have a preference, but that's as far as where I'm going to go. Like, they have better attributes.
And then they also have their own little gaps with games. Like, lots of people are saying at the start of the year, Xbox has no games, #Xbox has no games, because PlayStation had Horizon and stuff like that. But then at the later half of the year, where like all the rest of the games like Sea of Thieves, Crackdown, all them start releasing. And so far from what we know about PlayStation, none of their games have a date. So I'm not going to say they do, but they don't have a date. So let's just assume they're not out, or not all of them are out this year. And then they have all the third-party deals with Call of Duty, Star Wars. You think they're not gonna have any more than one anyway major big AAA game released in the year, and then all the Xbox fans are going to be like, "Oh, PlayStation have no games," and it just goes on and on.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing this one has no games, that one has no games, because you know what? They both have games.
I
So
have all
shut up and play them.
It's like, wait, these are games. What are they? What are they if they're not games?
They're nothing.
It's a
But
lie.
you know what? I have more games than I have time to play. And
Exactly.
I don't know who has time to complete 100% every single game that they have, as opposed to like another system. But if you haven't 100%ed everything and you haven't played everything for a decent amount of time, then you should probably shut up and get back to your games.
Ooh, burn! Yeah.
Damn.
You know, like Mass Effect, Final Fantasy, other RPGs, and some other single player games. Like they take so long to complete. So if you're going through that, and then like all the other games, and then there's like indie games that release every week. There's games everywhere. There's too many games.
I agree.
You get
There
a game, you get a game, I get a game.
Right. Well, look at Supersonic. Supersonic plays with different types of things like launch box and stuff like that too. So I mean, there's always different options for people, and there's no such thing as no games. But guys, we are gonna wrap it up. Noble Addiction, are you still with us? Because you're really quiet.
I'm still with you guys. My internet's been acting weird here for a bit, so I've just been trying to stay quiet. No, fuck. I need it to go faster, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
You're fired.
Smack it, spank it.
Well,
That's the second week I've been fired, by the way.
oh damn.
Damn.
You better.
He blew his mind up when he said his games aren't games. He's like, "What are they? What are they?" It's okay, man. They're games. They're games.
All right, guys. You guys are awesome in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Creating Beyond Limits, it's a pleasure to have you on the show, and you're going to be a new member, so I'm really excited for that. We definitely got to work on that mic. It was doing better towards the end. But you want to let everybody know again where they can find you on a regular basis and what you do as far as like YouTube and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
Any
YouTube
special
channel.
shout outs too. Go for it.
YouTube channel is called Creating Beyond Limits. If you search and you can't find it because YouTube's a bitch sometimes, search Dean5578 on YouTube, because for some reason that used to be my old name and that works instead of Creating Beyond Limits. I do gameplay videos every week. I do an indie game spotlight where I spotlight one indie game. I also do a weekly game news show where I talk about news that I found interesting the week that it came out. Reaction videos to trailers for movies, games, and stuff like that, and just other things that like any feedback that you want on the channel. If I can do it, I'll try my best. And I have a Twitter at Dean5578 if you want to follow me there. Thank you all.
Thank you for joining us.
great to be here.
Thanks. Noble Addiction.
Yes, everybody, you guys can follow me immediately after this. I'm going to be streaming some Little Nightmares. If you guys want to go see some dark, artistic type of indie game, go and check that out. This coming up week, we're also going to be doing a video for YouTube's new layout. Not sure if you guys have seen it yet, but they're changing the way things look, so we're going to be walking you guys through that. If you want to check out my channel, we have videos Monday through Thursday on indie games, gameplay, and game reviews. And then we do live streams Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, usually at 10 a.m. Central Time, unless I'm on the show here, which is every Wednesday. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, you guys can find me there at 10 a.m. Everywhere else you guys can find me, just type in Noble Addiction into Google. You'll find me, no problem. Trying to grow my Twitter account, so if you guys want to follow me there, very much appreciate it. And I think that's it.
Awesome. Supersonic Station, where can everybody find you and what are you up to?
Supersonic Station, all word, on Beam, Twitch, and YouTube. Definitely follow me on Beam because I got some cool fart buttons you can play with. And also follow on Project Spark Team and the clubs thing on Xbox, because I am doing a contest for Project Spark. You make a cinematic game. They're due June 1st, and the winner will get $60 worth of Xbox points. And I'm also putting on the Mortal Kombat tournament, and that's going pretty good so far. So keep your eyes posted on Twitter for the fights and stuff. And oh, snaps, you got a fight coming up, and so does Xbot.
Yes, I do on Friday, 3 p.m.
I'm actually glad I'm not fighting her now, because if you checked out her Mortal Kombat video, like she kicked my ass a lot.
I saw that.
Is Lady Infamous doing hers Friday also?
Yes.
Okay, what time is hers?
Hers is 11:59 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay, cool. So she's like right before me. Awesome. So I look forward to that. I look forward to hanging out with El Boogie while she kicks my ass. I'm going to probably stream that on, I don't know if it's going to be Twitch or Beam. Probably Twitch, because I'm not a fan of Beam. I hate Beam. I hate it. So one or the other.
I hate Beam also.
Yes! We hate Beam. So
I want to love it, but they're making it so hard. Every time I try to
It's annoying.
stream, there's always issues. I was trying to stream For Honor the other day, and it said I was streaming a different game. It's like, what the fuck?
Nice.
What
Yeah,
other game I was saying I was streaming? I was like, I'm playing For Honor, not that game.
yeah. Well, Xbot, let everybody know where they can find you and what you're up to and all that good stuff.
Yeah, as always, I keep everything simple. Everything is Xbot448. You know, my YouTube channel, Twitter, Xbox Live, my PSN. You know, try to keep it nice and neat for everybody. Every Saturday, I am on the next podcast, which is on my YouTube channel. That is every Saturday at 7 p.m. Every Sunday, I'm on a little show on my boy Next Gen's channel. You might have heard of it, called BGST. And when I can, every Friday, I try to join up with K Mega. Oh man, he's got a huge list of people. But K Mega with the GRG podcast, which has their own channel as well. And that is every Friday, K Mega time, which means you never know. No, I'm just playing. It's about 8:30 or so. I try to join up with them when I can.
One of my people at work, I call it Taylor time because his name is Taylor and he just does things when he wants to. I'm like, let's go. It's not Taylor time.
Damn, Taylor might be related to K Mega. And of course, every Wednesday on this channel, maybe 10 a.m. from now on. That sounds like a good time to me.
We're still working on it. We're gonna get there. I think 10 a.m. might be a little bit better. I still haven't gotten anybody's opinion on it other than 9:52 a.m.
Who would say that nonsense? I don't even know. But yeah, great show, guys. Thank you for everybody, you know, who joined up live, and thank you to everybody who either downloads and watches it, listens to this on iTunes and SoundCloud, or everybody who checks this out on this YouTube channel afterwards.
Yeah, awesome. Guys, it's always a pleasure doing the show with you guys. It's always a lot of fun. It's a great way to kind of kick off my work week because after Thursdays, I work till Monday. So it's like my relaxed time right now. It's my Sunday and I love doing the show. I love the chat. I love having you guys here and just hanging out and chatting. You guys can always find me on Twitter at girlscangame22. And obviously, if you're listening to us right now at this moment, you've already found me here on YouTube or iTunes or SoundCloud. So guys, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Tomorrow, I'm going to do that thing that I forgot what it's called again. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I'll be here next. Deprivation tank, the sensory deprivation. I'm really excited, really fucking nervous. So I don't know what's going to happen. Basically, you're cut off from everything. No light, no sound, no touch, nothing. You float in a tank. Have you seen Stranger Things?
Yes.
Okay. You know how they like put her in the pool with salt?
Yep.
That's essentially what it is, only a spa form. Very nice looking thing.
Cool.
So I'm really excited, but I am very, very nervous. And I hear it kind of opens up your mind. So we'll see if I'm here next week. We'll see if I'm cooler next week. You never know. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful week. And thank you for joining us. Yay,
Bye-bye.
little clapping sound.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.